Hello everyone and welcome. Welcome. I think I need to fix this this input that I have here really quick because you guys should be able to see the game. You can hear me this time. Let me see. There's that which I still haven't used for anything yet. No, it's not the restream chat. Is it this thing? Yeah, because I reset it to pick up not Lost World. New World. Or Lost Ark. Dang it. Okay. Alright, we're gonna hop in. Welcome everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is Nico. I go by Cointrick and Cointrick Twitch Online, and normally I do that part first, but I got very distracted. I feel like the light behind me may be too bright. Maybe I'll go get like a hood lamp or something and just point that up at the ceiling. Or I could get some fill light if I just had like a little desk lamp right there. Got a nice little accent light. Property tax is due in Windsward in 23 hours. Well, that's that's gonna suck. Gathering speed. I'm just obsessed with maxing out my gathering at this point. Oh, okay, so yeah, I was online for a little bit earlier today, leveling up Arcana. So it's funny is in the process of doing that, I learned something new about the crafting system in the game. There are named items that you can make. So I'll show you what show you really quick what I mean. I've locked them so that I don't accidentally dismantle them. But normally when you craft a weapon or something, it'll look something like this. It'll say Spear of the Spell Sword or Ice Cold. That's a named one. That's different. Ice Gauntlet of the Scholar. It's always like item name of the something, and that tells you what kinds of modifiers it has, and if it has like extra modifiers, it'll be like adjective item name of the something. So occasionally you have a named item, which is like what this is, Ice Cold Heartbreaker, and it's the same as like this. The spear that I have is Abyssal Strike. That is a named item. So I actually made 2 of these, which I didn't know you could do. I didn't think you could make named items. I thought they were supposed to be things that you find in the world. So I made Glowing Life Staff, and I made Mended Wounds, which is actually, like, looking by the stats on it, like having enchanted and having so much focus actually sounds pretty awesome. But yeah, I've been leveling up my Arcana, which for me means making a whole lot of gauntlets. I did the math on this, and it's actually, it takes less resources to make. Ooh. I was gonna say it takes less resources to make just the iron tier 1 variants of stuff, and making tons of those. It feels very tedious, but you know, it must be done. What do you think? Cheers. I'm feeling okay. What do you mean?
Really congested. You play with anyone?
Not yet. Typically I just log on and then I wait for somebody to just hop in here or hop in here. Adam, what's up? Welcome back. Lilith, what's up? Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in, you guys. How are you tonight? I am doing well. It's been a somewhat long day for me, but it's honestly not been that bad. And I got to talk to my friend Ryan for the first time in a long time. Not youth pastor Ryan. I don't know. Not Ryan Kelly. Ryan, other Ryan, Coffee Fanatics Ryan. We just hopped on a Discord call for an hour and a half. We both recorded it in case we could turn it into content, because that's just what you do when you're a content creator. If you can turn the cameras on, you typically do. So we recorded a phone call between the two of us, just talking about like the service industry, bartending, being a barista. It was mostly, though, we wanted to have a conversation kind of to talk through like what is happening in like barista culture and stuff like that between Starbucks baristas and then like your classic like traditional coffee shop, craft coffee shop, mom and pop coffee shop baristas, because the training's different, the practice is a little bit different, and we came up with some really cool answers to a lot of things that kind of plague the industry, we'll say. I can talk to you guys about that stuff if you want, or you can wait to see if we make a video out of it. Oh yeah, I found that in my book bag. Put it under your tongue. What do you mean one? The whole thing. You let them all dissolve under your tongue. These aren't, that's an antibiotic that she has in her hand, by the way. I'm not telling her to like put drugs under there. Huh?
You don't want it?
I don't feel that bad.
It's a bad.
Mm-hmm. It's something like, I don't remember. It's not exactly an antibiotic, but it's something to do with like breathing, I think. I think it's specifically for the flu or bronchitis or whatever. It's, if somebody wants to look this up, it's Oscillococillum. If you want to try and spell that, I just realized. I mean, good luck, I guess. Must be nice having moral support for your crafting session. I mean, I can't complain. Pretty nice.
Does it matter if I already took the wait?
Yeah. Wait, see if the Dayquil makes you feel better. Or Google it really quick. Also, it's a pretty common medication.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's go. Don't mix medications at home, guys. Then again, I mean, she's mixing like a glorified antihistamine with probably an antibiotic and lots of vitamins. Probably fine. I'm not a medical professional. Don't take you. That's not advice. For legal reasons, that's not advice. I worked in a lab at a hospital. Are you familiar with Oscillococillum? I don't know where the crossover is between like pharmacy and lab. I've had some friends who were doctors, and they kind of had to like break it to me gently that like, even though I'm not confused between the distinction between a pharmacist and a doctor, they were like, oh yeah, we don't study like medications when we go to medical school, as contradictory as that sounds. I mean, you can, but they'll forget the specific medications for the things that they need. That's what they need pharmacists for. Like, they literally need people specifically designed and dedicated to remembering medication. That's not super common, by the way. And it's probably only in like really fringe cases, but typically what ends up happening is I want to pick this up really quick. There we go. That it only comes into question when a doctor will prescribe a medication for the wrong symptoms, if that makes sense. That's true, but doctors don't understand that much about the medication, actually. Yeah, that's what I meant. The pharmacists understand the medication better. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, I have things to turn in. This is why I shouldn't log out in the middle of a crafting session. I lose track of everything that I'm doing, and everything falls apart. So we have some options today. I could try to grind out Arcana, which is going to consist of me running out and doing a bunch of these trips where I go and gather more iron, and you guys have been watching me do that for 3 or 4 weeks now. So I think instead of doing that, I may try and either just level up my character in general and like finish the main quests, or try to level up other skills. Like for example, trying to get the rest of my trying to get logging and harvesting up to like, we'll say harvesting up to 125 and logging up to, harvesting and logging up to 125. And then we can be like, okay, cool, we did that. What do we do now?
My blade, my life. Choose your next contribution to our cause.
We need hunt down. Oh. Okay, that one's gonna be tricky, or because the highlands are all the way back here. It's on the other side of the map that I normally go to. Let me do one mineral run really quick, because I would be remiss if I didn't make an effort to do this at some point. Oh, Angry Lilith is online. Wait, hold on. Am I appearing offline? I'm still not used to having 3 monitors, so... Ah, okay, there we go. Online. That one there. This one here. That one there. 3 monitors! Okay. Ironically, earlier today I was thinking about having a 4th, just having another vertical monitor here so that I could... It's so... I mean, I have 4 outputs that I could use, and I do have one more monitor. But I guess that one I would just have to mount like off of the desk or something, because I only have a 3 monitor mount. I was looking at my friend Rufio's setup earlier today, and I forgot he has a 2 computer 6 monitor setup, and I couldn't imagine that. Like, it would feel so weird to me. It would almost feel like cyberpunk for me to have like a monitor here and then have to like look up in the corners and to the side to look for different information. I feel like I would just be like so overstimulated. How's the music volume, by the way, guys? It's mine! I don't need it. And I didn't actually really want it. I just wanted them to not have it. Goblin Power. What a good name. The next upgrade for my setup is not going to be another monitor. It's probably going to be earbuds. This headset is nice, but I actually prefer earbuds in general just because I feel they just feel better when they're made right. They feel better and they don't push down on my head. I don't know why this happens to me. But if I wear my headset for more than like a couple hours, which I do when I'm live streaming or if I'm editing, the pressure on top of my head, like just, I don't know what it is. It just gives me migraines. Somebody is out here mining. Oh, I didn't realize. I learned earlier today. No, this was 2 days ago actually. I hit 200 mining before Cookham. For some reason, I thought he had hit that like a long time ago. I can't hear it, but I'm playing this into my hearing aid. Okay. Well, I don't want to turn it up because for some reason, even though my level's here, it looks like it should be really quiet. In my headset, it's really loud. And right now, my Spotify, the program is playing at half volume. And then my mixer is playing this into my headset at 3/4 of that half volume. So like it could get so much louder. Like basically I'm listening to this 3/4, 75% as loud as it should sound. Let me see if I can do this right. Yeah, and when I do that, it's just like, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to make it still loud for you guys and not make it super loud for me. That's about as loud as I can stand it. I could get it like a hair louder than this, and then that would be it, and that would probably give me a headache. What day is today? Today? No, yeah, today's Thursday. Okay. I'm losing track of my days now. My schedule's been so far out of whack for the last few weeks. I missed a meeting the other day. That was super unprofessional and embarrassing. I mean, I missed it. I was watching Rosalie and stuff, but to be honest, like, I just blanked on it completely. It's the first time that's ever happened to me. Adam, I want to ask if you know sign language, but if you do, before you get excited, I don't know too much. I don't know enough to ask if you know sign language in sign language. I'm playing almost to 40. I'm just asking because I wanna practice because I want to teach Rosalie sign language. Sorry, Lilith, did I miss a comment from you in here earlier? That's my fault. Direct message. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't. But yeah, I am playing almost to 40. Sick. Sneed. Great. Need any jewelry? Ish. I don't either. We can teach our kids together while we learn. Yeah, I don't know much. I know Dad, and then I think Mom is from the nose, and then Granddad, Grandmother, thank you. I think that's thank you. Milk, more, I, Funny, I think. Cute. Happy. Love. Why do I'm forgetting. There's like a compound sign. It's the only one I don't know it obviously because I forgot the translation. But it's something like I think that's everyone. I don't remember. Just some tools. I only have steel and some iron. Well, I think we just found out what our mission is going to be. It's going to be to complain about the fact that Windsward still only has a tier 3 smelter. Otherwise, I would love to make you some star metal bars to make those tools. Thumb to chin away is mom. Oh, okay. Well then, this is grandmother. Man, I wish I could say, hey Lilith, if you order those tools now, I'll have them to you in 10 minutes. That'd be such a good callback. Was I live when we were all playing together? I don't remember. I can hear better than I can't hear, if that makes sense. I think I understand. Come on. There we go. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot I have like maximum mining stuff. My hearing aid is literally dying now. I've heard, so my friend Drew, well, I don't know, and my friend Amanda, who is my friend Drew's girlfriend also, both of her parents are deaf. So she's becoming a sign language interpreter. Obviously she already she already signs fluently. So that helps me a little bit. But she told me that like one of the most frustrating things for her is that, and this is something like most people don't realize about hearing aids, is because they play sound directly into your ear. One of the most frustrating things for her, she said, is like when her parents would like, or no, not, when her parents are trying to talk to other deaf people, I think is what it was, but they're playing music or something through their earbuds, or they're watching TV, but they have the sound playing directly in here, so they can't hear anything else. I don't think you were. I didn't think I was either. Or maybe not for the entire thing anyway. I feel like, has Chris hit level 60 yet? Wait. Oh, okay, I was gonna say I definitely missed one of these. was talking about Chris, and I was like, I'm surprised he's not online yet. And so Lilith messaged me, and she was like, "That's Hannah's brother, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, Chris, Matt, and Ben are all Hannah's brothers."
And that's not even all of them.
Nope, there are 2 more.
Yep. And a sister who will be on here because she got the game.
Eventually, I'm waiting for her to get online.
Well, maybe ask Ben. My boss is partially deaf. Or the owner, Antonio. He's partially deaf. He has a cochlear implant in one ear because he's like, he was born like 90% deaf in one ear and like 40% deaf in the other. So they put the implant in the deaf ear. So the other side he can't hear as well, especially if there's background stuff going on. But you have to lean in to talk to him. On his good side. When he was at Maggiano's, he always wore a hat and he didn't tell people. So like you literally just thought he was ignoring you all the time. And then we finally found out he had a good side. I was like, no,
How much does it cost to get a broken cochlear?
A lot.
I feel like I've heard this word so many times, and I've
Cochleal.
never seen it spelled out. Cochleal.
Yep. Like COUQUIL.
Could I get a fake one just so that I could make an excuse for one? Is that a thing? Is that ableist? I don't know. Don't cancel me for that joke. Cochlear.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's why I was being.
Yeah,
that's why I was
cochlear.
getting confused.
Cochlear. Sorry. I was still.
Oh, but yeah. Chris is the one with the absurd and non-pronounceable username. But the way to remember that is that his username in this game is Chris Downey. Downey's not his last name. It's just a nickname for him. With alternating letters. So it's CDHO blah 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 blah. But all the caps spell Chris and all the lowercase spell Downey, I think.
So extra. Did he tell you why they call him Downey?
No?
Ask him why his family. And yes, it has to do with her family.
I'm stuck. That makes it make sense. Okay, cool. Good. Why am I so encumbered? I don't want to drop anything. I'll drop some of this gold ore because I have 5,000 of it back at the town from gathering gold from levels like 0 to 200. Alright. Wait, do I have a thing I need to do here? I need to kill Mishra, and I need to search for chests. I can do both of those things. I don't actually need to mine those. Ooh, this is a good beat. Pull up a headset? There's nobody in chat, but at least then you could hear the music and hear the game. You sure?
Oh, by the way, that medicine is like homeopathic medicine. Not
I couldn't remember exactly what it was.
but
Adams worked in a lab and he was trying to tell me about it, I think.
yeah, it essentially is like, it's like Zycam. It's like Zycam that's actually approved by the FDA. That stuff, the stuff that you have is actually approved by the FDA. It's been around for years. It helps with congestion, fever, chills, things like that. But there's so many reviews. There's lots of people that are like, I took it and it didn't shorten my cold. It didn't do that.
What's that?
Dog.
Choking on something? Oh, I think I aggroed this one. Combat roll. Ah, that's on brand. I'm gonna mine these, even though I mean, I think I might just drop all of the gold ore that I have in my inventory. Why do I want to learn ASL? Well, it just feels like the responsible thing to do, but also I want to teach Rosalie as much ASL as possible because I feel like it's gonna be something that's more, I don't want to say like normal and desirable when she grows up, so I don't want her to be like behind the curve. I think eventually everyone should learn ASL.
I don't know about it, yes. Sounds from the Dominican. My cousins. Ironically though, like, I do a lot for a long time, but you really don't use it very much unless you're in the, because a lot of people that are deaf are in groups. I mean, I guess it's becoming more normalized now, especially now that they have better ear implants and stuff like that. But I actually haven't come across too many people in my lifetime that have done that. There's a handful, maybe in my whole entire life, where I've ever even gotten it. But it very much helps when the things are loud. Or if you have a mask
Yeah.
on.
That's one of the things Amanda was saying is like, it is kind of nice sometimes because like when she can't see her parents in a crowd, or like if they're in a crowd and they can see each other, but they can't, obviously they can't hear each other. She just has to be able to see their hands moving to know what they're saying.
Crazy that both of her parents.
Darth Vader, what is up? Welcome. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. How's it going?
Luke.
The one, the only. Dark Daddy himself.
Yeah, the door doesn't heal.
It's hot in here?
Think if your sleeves rolled up, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's warm in here. It's going alright. Dropped in because the thumbnail looked like Fallout 76. Thought I'd have to yell at you for not inviting me. Oh, nope. Dude, I haven't played Fallout 76 since before quarantine. I haven't played Fallout 76 since 2019. What you doing over there? Trying to distract me. Give me distraction.
Squeeze.
Squeeze, squeeze. I figured it sounded familiar.
And Peter and Lois switch bodies, remember?
Isn't that the same episode where Stewie and Brian switch bodies and the first thing Stewie does is lick his balls?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not any better. Yeah, I kind of figured. The last thing that I was really interested in Fallout 76 was like the way that you could build things. Like you building up your settlement, and then I realized like the investment in time that you need to get the resources to make it cool. I was like, screw it. This is gonna take way too much of my life.
I thought that was a band.
Fallout 76?
Yeah. All the Boy Scouts.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Fallout 76 would be their parents.
But I really didn't think it was bad.
Somebody needs to make a TikTok out of that. Ah, yes, Fallout 76. Fall Out Boy's parents. And then, of course, there's the children of Fall Out Boy. Whatever. Nuclear Fallout? I don't know. Minecraft is easier, probably. Yeah, the latching system was not great as I remember it, but it was more that the amount of time it took to gather the resources and like learn the recipes to build the components that you would want to use. And like there were other things that you could do, like you could build workstations so that you could make tools and fix your things, if I recall correctly, but getting those schematics to build them and then getting the resources to put them in your base was just like, it's just too much. And I was like, well, that's the most interesting thing about this game, and it feels like the most locked away part, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
So Fallout is like Minecraft.
No, Fallout is like this.
Is that Minecraft is easier? Yeah. Like Benjamin. He's like, I'm not sure.
What's my top 5 favorite games? I don't know if Beat Saber is up there with. Oh my, yeah, those are all 5.
Okay. Like relevant games or all time?
Oh yeah, my all-time 5 favorite games would be different, but like the 5 games that I would play right now if I had the chance are not the same. Well,
We have a secret. You don't really play the Super Nintendo.
no. Also, that's not a Super Nintendo, that's an NES.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
NES stands for Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah.
Ooh, I choked for a second, that was weird.
The Railer. I swear it was Super Nintendo because it has Zelda. I swore it was
Zelda was available for the NES. Super Nintendo was what you could play like Mortal Kombat and like Super Mario World on. Not that one, the 3D Super Mario World.
Yeah, I guess you.
And well, there was a Star Fox for Super Nintendo as well, as I recall.
It is Super Nintendo because there's Mega Man on there too.
There was also Mega Man on the NES.
I never played it. Yes, I only played it on Super Nintendo. You know the one at the at Abari was the same thing. And that's the Super Nintendo.
Oh, I'm thinking of an. Am I thinking of an N64?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's me, Mario. That game. Where everything's like 3D.
I feel like Fallout almost exists in its own category. Well, like they have different installments that are technically different kinds of games. Like their earliest game is like a side-scrolling RPG, and then they have like your 3D open world RPG, and then they have a sandbox MMO RPG that are all like in a single continuity, so it's like all the same game, as opposed to say like StarCraft, which has 2 real-time strategy games, and then also Lost Viking, which is like a side-scrolling Galaga shooter type game. The fun one is more Fallout themed than anything. Fallout 76 tries to borrow so much from like Skyrim and just fails. It fails for some of the same reasons that Skyrim Online fails. What am I doing? Why do I keep doing that when I know I'm encumbered? I'm just programmed to mine now. I can't help it. It's all I know. Fallout 4 and Fallout 1 are my favorites. I enjoy Fallout 4's world and building. 1 and 2 have a great story. 2 is New Vegas, I think. Fallout 4 is one of the best ones in my opinion, if not the best, because it mirrors Skyrim very well. In a way that does still make it feel like Fallout, insofar as like keeping to the what is it, like special SPECIAL, that whole like theme, like that way of building up your character. I confused. Yeah, ESO is what I meant. I'd say ESO just has a longer lifespan than Fallout 76 because it's riffing on a genre that's already like relatively well established with an IP that's recognized inside of like that fantasy RPG genre. And that doesn't really exist for a game like Fallout 76. You could only get people to play Fallout 76 if they already enjoyed games like Skyrim and like Fallout, but also wanted to play a game like World of Warcraft, but also not like World of Warcraft. Two strong mana potions. Let's do this. My father-in-law and kid are acting crazy right now. In what regard? Y'all ever run somewhere and then forget why you're there? Salvage. Oh, I was gonna make the strong mana potion before I forgot to do it. That's why. And these, because I have a lot of those. We're gonna make 2 of these. That's all I need to do. Dancing around the living room. I'm gonna catch you on another stream. Dude, that doesn't sound like something you can miss. Go, join them and enjoy them. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for tuning in and sticking around though. I appreciate it. Catch you next time. Here we go. You have it blocked so we can't see each other's chat. No, I'm streaming on multiple platforms. So Adam and Lilith are watching on Twitch. You are watching on YouTube. There isn't really a good way to share the chat both ways. I feel like I mean, there's one thing I can do. I just don't like the way it looks. He said not remembering where he put these things. There we go. It's gonna bug me. Here we go. Perfect. That's why, yeah. Okay, now you can see the other chat there at the bottom left.
My blade, my life. Choose your next contribution to our cause.
Hunt down peppered lynx in Noble Reach. What are these places? What are these made up places? Oh, that's okay. That's on the way. I can do that. Can I sell my ore? Or more specifically, what's the difference in the selling price of ore to iron? Oh wait, no, that's right. I'm using it to level my arcana. Never mind. Making a void bent ingot doesn't give you any skill? Okay. Make all of the things. No, I'm not gonna do it. I am gonna sell my silver though while I'm not using it. Gathering silver doesn't actually take me that much time at all. There we go. It's a lot of money to walk away from. Also have 140 death motes. I'm not really sure how that happened. Has that old-fashioned look which fits the medieval kind of world. Well, originally I imagined I was going to be playing World of Warcraft with this. And then I just... There's nothing new that's happened in the game that I want to try, so I've just not gotten back into WoW. That and like the whole kerfuffle around the Blizzard staff just being terrible. Not the staff, sorry, like the management and the work culture there being terrible. Do it. The nice thing is that because I know where to get a lot of these things specifically, I can make like 15 to 20 of them at a time. But at the rate that they give me experience, like I have to make 15 to 20 just to get like a level. It gets me right now, gets me about like 1 to 2 levels though, technically. And I am trying to hit 125 in Arcana so that I can create quintessence so that I can more efficiently craft end tier jewelry. Because right now I can make, I can cut pristine gems and I can make pristine gems, but the only quintessence that you can naturally gather in the game that I'm aware of is Earth quintessence and life quintessence from the elemental mobs that are out there. There are elemental wolves and there are elemental bears. The bears drop Earth quintessence and the wolves drop life quintessence. $33 iron axes. Oh man. I did find out that if you're crafting more than one like piece of gear, not like crafting bars and stuff like that, but if you're crafting more than one piece of gear, you can just like left click over and over and over and over again, and it'll skip through all but the last one. So like, let's see if I click up here. If I tell this I want to make 3 of these, I can do. Like that, and it kind of speeds it up just a little bit. That's also why I'm using my quintessence for these instead of my regular life essence. Thank God. Oh, did you not know that already? I was trying to play it off like I knew that the whole time. Well, hey, you heard it here first. I actually learned that trying to do the opposite. I learned that while I was trying to cancel something that I was crafting. And I was like, oh shoot, like right click, left click, and then I left clicked and it like skipped one. And I was like, no, the opposite of that. And then I think eventually, I don't remember if I hit escape or what I hit, but I did manage to cancel out of it. I think I was gonna use too many of like my like platinum bars or something, or I was making the wrong kind of gem. I don't remember what it was exactly. Hey, that strong gemstone dust. How much experience do I need to level up my jewel crafting? 12,000, that's not that bad actually. 12,000 I think would be making... yeah, like 20 of these, which, yeah, I'm not gonna do. Might as well make some jewelry and just make some space in my shed since apparently I'm running out of room. How? There must have been something. Oh, wait, is it all the death modes? There must be something that I won in the marketplace that I just haven't used yet. We're gonna do have materials because I don't want to look at all this stuff. Soul Wisp. I'm gonna make everything except for... No, I gotta just make everything for now, I guess. Because the only essence, the only motes, the only arcana elements that I'm using right now are life and earth, because I know that I can just go out and gather those like limitlessly. To do jewel crafting, you need, I'm thinking about it now, you need arcana, stone cutting, and mining, I guess is the other one? There's supposed to be 3 skills like associated with each thing that you do. Cool. 103, powerful regen potion. You know what that means? Just 22 more levels in Arcana. I mean, I've gained 3 already, so it's not that bad. Almost all my tools have Azoth extraction now. That's good. Here we go. That's what I was gonna do. Level up some of these. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Oh, okay, I can do that and then I can cut the pristine diamond. Yes. Extra diamond. Damn it. I think it'd be really fun if like eventually there wasn't a door and we just had like drapes. You could try and sneak up behind me.
Don't you want
Yeah, sure. Why would I not want that? Kayla is in Discord. This crowd. Who is Kayla? Kayla is actually Michaela. She's been in the Discord probably longer than most people.
Her name sounds familiar. I just didn't know if that was her screen name.
Did Hannah scare me? No, not really. I just thought it would be funny if she did.
Challenge accepted.
Oh no. You know that episode of Family Guy where Stewie tells Brian that he's gonna... No, wait, it's... Brian tells Stewie that he's gonna get him back for something, but that he doesn't know when. I think. And so he spends the entire episode just like freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
Just do it! Just do it! Get it over with!
I forget what it was. Yeah, because he doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep. Like, it literally drives him insane.
And then I think at the end of the episode he like pushes him in front of a car or something. Something crazy. You fooled me. Yeah, it was all an act.
All alone.
And that's all it was. Why am I nervous now? I feel like you're gonna try and scare me while you're still in the room.
No, I'll wait. It won't be this.
Oh, am I getting? Oh, boo.
It won't be this live.
Ah. Oh no. Oh, Chris is online. Howdy.
Jeez,
200 mining, get on my level.
get on my level.
300
Get
strike.
on my level. You will never.
Zero life.
Okay. Is he on the earphone? Oh.
Not yet. Sometimes when he sees that I'm online though, he'll just show up in here. I made an extra voice chat up there at the top of the you guys can't see what I'm pointing at, so it doesn't make any sense to you, but Hannah knows. I made an extra voice chat all the way at the top. That is my live chat because I was live streaming the other day and I had a community member tune in. And the reason I say community member is because they didn't even know that I was live. They just showed up in my voice chat. And luckily, like, we didn't talk about anything problematic. They didn't show up hurling hate speech. So we just chatted, but it was just awkward. And I feel like I don't want anyone to feel like they're being put on the spot. I did eventually tell him that we were live and he was like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. And I was like, that's fine. I didn't really do a good job of like letting everyone know that I was live.
Yeah. Also, you know, I feel like I was enjoying the conversation, you know?
Some weird music we're listening to right now. Well, that's the one that I get, the extra one that I get. That's a cut gem, so at least that means I can make 2 pieces of jewelry instead of 1.
Boom.
I just got another extra gem. Suck it.
Encouragement.
I got 3 extra gems in a row. Suspicious. I guess I'm cool with it, but you need some warning, gotta know when to behave. Yeah, I mean, I don't ever expect people to just start randomly being problematic. Like, if I did, you probably, hopefully, wouldn't even find your way into my voice chat to begin with. You wouldn't even find your way to my Discord if I didn't want you there. So yeah, I mean, that's why I don't typically make it a point to notify people. Oh, thank you. Also, I like how you knew exactly where to put it so that it wouldn't be in the way. Okay, that. I will leave it there because I love you.
I don't know where to put it.
I know exactly where to put it.
Hey, what did I do? It's okay.
It's not just paper, it's a message. Oh, figured it out.
Yay.
Perfect. Hannah's leaving little notes for me around the studio. When did you write those down?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cute.
Shut up.
Oh, did I sell all of my...
You sell all your gold?
No, I sold all of my silver, so I can't make any of the pieces to make the jewelry. I have to have one solid bar to make each piece. I already have like the setting and the chains and stuff to make necklaces.
Go get some silver. I have silver.
Property tax. I see you. Please go away.
You have to pay property taxes.
When you own a house.
Wow, isn't that all too real? Like
That's what I said.
can't even get away from it in the game. Like
You get used to it though eventually.
I know, but it's just funny. Like I bet they do that to like program children, like the people. It's a normal thing. You pay property tax everywhere, you know. Still, isn't there something that we should like?
There's nothing sacred.
I know, right? Kids can't even have lemonade stands anymore without paying proper taxes and getting a license to be out. Because Bella and Daddy got yelled at in their own neighborhood at my dad's house. Because some stupid kid made thousands and thousands of dollars selling lemonade. Ruined it for everyone else.
Oh wait, what do I have this locked? The axe I have is better than this one. Do it. I would like to.
Yes.
I'm just like doing this math in my head, trying to figure out how I'm gonna make space in my inventory.
Oh, you do.
Okay.
You do.
210 pounds of gold ore still. That's after dropping all of the gold. I dropped like 600 gold already just outside. I want to check what kinds of town projects that we have, but I also want to just put this gold up in the auction house because I also don't need it. There we go. Now I have room in my inventory again. Is there a way to check what buffs are active in your region without having to go back here and checking the table? Still have Miner's Resolve, Farmer's Harvest, and Armorer's Inspiration. There's Armorer's Inspiration, but then there isn't one for jewel crafting. I like that the icon for engineering is 2 pistols, but you can't use pistols in the game and you can't dual wield anything. It's another big sign that that's definitely something I think eventually they're going to add. I mentioned this the last time that I was live streaming New World, but I think what they're going to do when you look at the way that the weapons are mapped out here, I think they're going to consolidate this graphically, and I think they're going to add a 5th column for dual wielding weapons, or like having weapons in both hands. That's probably, so this one says one-handed weapons, two-handed weapons, ranged weapons, magic weapons. And then I think there's going to be another column that says dual wielding or dual weapons. And under there, you're going to see dual pistols, dual swords, and sword and dagger. And there may be a fourth one that they add in there that might be like, I don't know, dual tomahawks or something. And sword and dagger is probably going to be like actually rapier and dagger. And it's probably not going to be dual hatchets. It might be hatchet and sword or something. I also think, well, I know for sure they're adding more weapon types here. They've already announced that they're going to add the Void Gauntlet, the first additional weapon, and it's probably going to go here in the magic tree under Ice Gauntlets. It's interesting because it is predominantly a melee weapon, actually. It is magic based, but it seems like it creates like a blade, like some sort of void psionic blade. And it's a DPS support hybrid. So we'll see how that goes. But what that tells us too is that they're adding weapons here as well. So under ranged weapons, the two that they're going to add here, I think are probably going to be pistol. And then there might be one for like a crossbow or a blunderbuss, or thrown weapons potentially as well. Just maybe all manner of like thrown daggers or something. Under two-handed weapons, I think they're going to add greatsword, and under one-handed weapons, I think they're going to add pistol and shield, because that's another weapon combo that we see in the game. And I think that's going to be it. The greatsword isn't super prevalent in the game. Right now, there are only, I think, like a couple of bosses that use greatswords. But that's my 2 cents. That's all of the weapon changes that I believe are coming, and we'll see how many of those come to fruition. Mechanically, the way I think they're going to implement it, the way that I would do it, is that I would create another item that can fit in your shield slot. And that second item, I would make 2. One of them would be an offhanded pistol, and one of them would be an offhanded dagger. I would start with those 2. I may do an offhanded sword also, but I think the way that they would roll like double swords or double hatchets out is that they would just let you put a sword in that. They wouldn't make specific swords that are supposed to be in that slot. That doesn't really make sense, because having an extra sword just on your back while you're running around doesn't make any sense. Not, well, like imagine if I had that now, having an axe and then a pole arm on one side and then a sword on the other side, but having a little dagger behind you, like on your belt, or a little pistol on your belt, that makes a lot of sense. My one concern is that they don't really have any items in the game that function that way currently, like items that fit into different kinds of slots. The only example I can think of is that your weapons can move between these 2 slots, your consumables can move between these 2 slots, but like you can't put your weapon in your shield slot, you can't put your shield in your weapon slot or whatever. But that might just be something that they change. I don't think daggers will be a primary weapon, though. Otherwise, that would probably be the 4th dual wield. The 4th dual wield would be double daggers. So it'd be double pistols, sword and pistol, sword and dagger, and double daggers would be the 4. And it may not be double swords, it may be double hatchets, because there are double hatchet mobs in the game. Auto run. Oh wait, I just realized why I may not be hearing anything from Chris. I wish I could know that. Yeah. Did he DM me? Got logging to 200, now only need mining and fishing. Oh man. So he's got harvesting, logging, And there's something else at 200 if he only needs those two. Tracking and skinning. Oh, that one's like the easiest one. Well, Chris. Yeah, like getting mining to 200 is just not something that you can do in a night. Not from like 111. Whenever I run the mining like circuit that I do here in Windsward, I typically would gain about 2 levels per like run, which is really cool. But then you think about it, like if you're doing that from 0 to 200, that's 100 runs, which explains now why I had 5,000 gold ore. Oh wait, yeah, I have to kill these too. I forgot about that. Stressing trying to win a legal case. I'm not sim. Oh, thank God. How did you keep up before now? I didn't. Well, good. Oh, whoa. In retrospect, Kayla probably didn't realize I was live streaming. Even though it tells you in Discord that I'm streaming. That's funny. From I'm Not Sam. How did you keep up before? I didn't really. I would just check my Discord whenever it occurred to me to do that in my like fleeting free time. That was really confusing when I first made the Discord server, and I never fixed this bad habit. But I had this bad habit of only just like sparsely showing up in the server to talk to people. And then I would just vanish to go about the rest of my day because I've got such terrible object permanence that like if I was on my phone and my screen went black, I would just like look at something else. And I'd just be distracted by the TV, or I'd start talking to Hannah, and I'd totally forget that I was involved in like a large conversation in my own Discord server. Oof. Oof. Keep an eye out for possible single messages in the server. Happy for you. A social services case. Woof. That is intense. Must have maximum luck. It's not actually maximum luck. It's not as high as it can go. Apparently, you can improve the luck trophy that you have in your home. Your trophies do not stack. There are trophies of the same kind don't stack. So I can't get like 5 luck mining trophies and just have like 120% chance to gather rare materials. They don't stack, but you can improve their quality. The other thing is that all of my mining gear is tier 4, not tier 5. I'm only level 60, so I can't use like the highest gear score gear in the game right now. And then the last thing I think is two more things actually. I'm not using the highest quality proficiency booster, and I'm not using the highest quality mining food. I feel like even if you did all of those things, your mining luck would still only be like 50%, which is cool. That's still great because I think right now my mining luck is like 20%. I'm alright though. That's impressive. I have to defeat Lost Pirates and then skin cats. But I have to defeat pirates at Hecker's Haven, not here. This is Pride of Puckett. Hard. What is trying to type in Discord? You guys missed that. I was trying to respond to something that Kayla said in Discord here, and I wanted to say the hardest thing I've had to go through or put up with or whatever, and all that came out was the word hard. And then I was like, that's weird. Why is it not showing up? And I pressed enter and looked over and realized I had DM'd Chris. Just the word hard. Just that. That's funny. He was like, oh, I saw you in the live channel and I didn't want to interrupt. And I was like, oh no, I was waiting for you to jump in. All right, this time I am in the right chat. These are the kinds of things that I think about. Like, that's a really intense subject that Kayla dropped in Discord chat, and I don't want to I'm gonna hit respond, but it always feels weird for someone to drop something so heavy and just be like, well, I don't know where this conversation is supposed to go from here, because this is also like a general chat, so like I don't want her to have to air her emotions, I guess, or whatever her trauma in public. So I was just like, yeah, the hardest thing for me is just my constantly changing schedule and getting no sleep. Hello, Chris. Oh no, wait, did I somehow revoke your... Oh, there we go. I was... Okay. Oh, I can fix that, I think. Hold on. How do I do that without
No worries.
ruining
I got a
this
button close by
architecture in
everything.
here? Okay. 'Cause- 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 'cause How's Baby and Hannah been from Kayla?
You were what now?
Trying to like jump between Discord chat and live chat. And also now the music is too loud. Beep, beep, turn that down. We're gonna turn you up. Perfect. So are you just trying to get all of your gathering skill up to 200?
Oh yeah, I just figured it was something more fun to do since everything's kind of dead at the.
Yeah, everything's so strongly level gated right now. And refining at a certain point just takes so much like secondary stuff, and then crafting needs even more like reliance on everything else.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of do my crafting and mining at the same time.
Smart. Are you gonna do weaponsmithing or armoring?
I want to do armor for bags.
Smart. What do you need in order to do that? To level your armoring?
It's a mixed bag of things. It's mostly, I think, leather, fiber, or leather, linen, and iron ingots.
Okay. Well, the iron I can help you with. The rest of that stuff, not so much.
No worries. I'm also leveling by gathering the iron as well, so that's cool.
Speaking of leveling, still level 52. Getting up to level 55 or 53. 5 experience at a time.
Oh yeah.
God, Lilith is giving me a hard time. That was embarrassing. I was trying to respond in Discord chat and I was like, that's weird. Why is this not going through? And like an idiot, my gut instinct was to hit enter. And I was like, well, that didn't go there. And I was like, was I still in New World? And I looked over and I was like, did I? Oh no.
I was wondering why you just pressed hard.
It's the only way I know how.
Oh yeah.
Giggity. That's nice. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, thank you, Kayla.
Yeah, I'm out killing some lynxes to get a whole bunch of leather right now, since leather apparently is expensive.
It is?
It's getting there.
You would think, well, I think there's actually this weird, like, quirk in the economy where skinning is one of the only, if not, it's actually the only gathering skill where the higher your skill is, the less likely you are to get lower quality things. So there's a point where if your skill, and I think if your skill is too high, you have to go to like really, really low level zones. Because if you go to like middle tier, like if you go to like one of the 25 and over zones and you're killing and skinning stuff, unless it's specifically boar, you're gonna get the thick hide, which you can't do anything with. That's a problem I have. I have so much iron hide from the short time that I spent in the higher level zones, and now I can't do anything with it. Hard, actually, says Lilith. Oh, am I going to learn something? I think everyone's lives are weird. Thank God this pandemic is finally slowing down. Is it?
Agreed.
Or do we just care less now?
I mean, everybody's lives are weird, but
The level 40 plus beasts drop thick hide. Anything lower drops raw hide. All beasts that are above level 40 drop thick hide?
good to know.
Actually, Lilith is also leveling her mining. I just remembered.
Nice. Well, I hope I didn't ruin any of her spots because I was trying to outlast like 3 people.
Where are you mining? Chris.
I am
there
mining.
we
Sorry,
go.
I had to go to the map and not die. I am mining in Monarch's Bluffs in the top right part of that. There's a, I believe it's Monarch's Bluffs. Yeah, Monarch's Bluffs. There's a little path that goes around.
Okay. You know what you should do? You should max out your strength.
But I need to tank.
Tanks can be strong. It's my encumbrance, like, what the heck? Shard of Cobalt. I get 5 experience for mining small iron veins, but 22 experience for mining small silver veins. Interesting.
Interesting.
Do you know, like, have you counted how many mining veins there are in that route that you run?
No, I was using a map and then found a little loop area that I thought looked good.
Oh, okay.
It has some silver in it as well, so let me count really. If I hit everything. Uh, 18 or so. I think there's some star metal as well. But I'm mostly going there to farm the iron for crafting, so.
Okay. Wait, you can't mine star metal yet, right?
I can mine star metal. I've up to lodestone. I'm like 114.
Oh, okay. What did I think? Oh, platinum is the one that you... There's platinum and then orichalcum.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just remember orichalcum taking forever to unlock. I don't know how many mining veins there are actually in this route that I run. I feel like I've counted them and recounted them several times, but I always find like more nodes that are just like, yeah, like 10 meters more one way, and then you find a few more.
I found a really good leather spot as well for just basic leather.
I found a spot like that. There's a bunch of boar that are right outside of Windward, like right outside one of the gates. They respawn super fast. You can kill them in like one hit, so you just like kill it, skin it, and they skin super quickly too. They give you the
killing
same...
some links that are giving me with the tincture like 32 a pop.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Are you... Wait, which tincture are you using? The proficiency booster?
Yes.
Okay.
It's supposed to increase what or how many I get.
trying to get out of this area so that I can skin the links that I need. I think so. A level 42 gator just dropped the kite. I think it's probably to do with a combination of... I couldn't get it. The level of the mob and then your particular skill level. Because I ran into that problem where I couldn't get rawhide and I needed it to refine the thick hide that I had. And in order to do it, I had to leave the area. Like, there wasn't a mob there that would give me regular, just rawhide. Ezio Auditorio, what's up? Welcome back on YouTube. How's it going, man? How you been? It's so cold. The AC is like right under the desk, so it blows up under the desk and then just goes right over my knees. So my legs get cold. Fine, and you? Good. Sleepy, but I'm happy to be live streaming again. It's been a long, mostly boring day. Woke up early, and then Hannah got out of bed, went to the store, and then like got ready for work, went to work. And then as soon as she got home from work, I had to like review footage, make editing notes. I was on a call with Coffee Fanatics for some YouTube content, and then now I'm live streaming. So all of that stuff was like back to back to back, but for me, I was mostly just like watching Rosalie for the first half of the day. I found you through Instagram. I watched your bar stories and I found them very entertaining. Thank you, I appreciate it. Which one is your favorite? Actually, this call with Coffee Fanatics reminded me of a barista story that I had totally forgotten about. A couple of those stories, actually. He's gonna have to send me the footage though, or I'm gonna have to review the audio that I got. There's another story I haven't told on TikTok, just because like I don't know how to fit into 59 seconds to communicate like just how weird the situation was for me as a barista. I had a guy come in and he wanted a small double shot Americano. For those of you who don't know, an Americano is just hot water and espresso. So I grabbed the small cup, I put hot water in it because technically, traditionally, you're supposed to pour hot water first and then pour the espresso on top. You don't get as much flavor or consistency if you do it that way, but that's the way it's supposed to be done. So I filled it with hot water and I show it to the guy and I go, hey, are you gonna have enough room for cream? And he goes, I ordered an Americano. And I go, that didn't answer my question, sir. So I was like, oh, no, I just want to know, when I put the espresso shot in here, are you still gonna have enough room for cream? Or do you want me to take some of the water out or put more water in? Because once I put the espresso on there, that's it. Like, that's the drink you're gonna get. We can't make it less watery. So I was just like, oh, you know, I'm waiting to put the shot on there. How much room do you want? And he goes, I ordered an Americano with a double shot. And I look him dead in the eye and just say, I know. This is your Americano, but I'm waiting to put the shot in because I want to know how much creamer you're gonna add. And he just goes, oh. Yeah, that looks fine. No apology or anything.
What a...
And then the three regulars that were in line behind him, once he walked out, they were like, dude, I don't know how you handled that so well. I would have just thrown the water in his face. And I was like, well, that's a bad idea because it's 190 degrees.
Yeah. No.
Some people.
I mean, you probably wish you could have thrown the water in his face.
I don't like hurting people. I wish I could have thrown cold water in his face just for... That would have been funny, actually. That would have been a good bit if I had the hot water in my hand and then I just reached under the counter for cold water and threw that in his face instead. Gotcha. It's not water, actually. It's just a cup of glitter. It's edible glitter that we have behind the bar. That's even worse.
I don't think it's worse. I think it's better.
Lilith said I would have forgotten. I would have forgotten in my embarrassment to apologize and just ran away. I could see that. The vibe I got from this guy was mostly that he had already caused a scene, and it would have been more awkward to acknowledge for some reason that he had like fucked up pretty royally. I am not like that. If I've gotten something wrong, like so wrong, I'll just own up to it. And don't get me wrong, I can be a dick, but I'll acknowledge it. I'll just say, hey, sorry, I was being an asshole. Big thing though, don't make excuses when you apologize. Don't be like, oh, sorry, I was being an asshole. I've just been having a hell of a time at work. I don't care, really. Mostly I just want to hear you apologize. I could care less why you're being driven up the wall.
My excuse would have been, I really need that coffee, apparently. My brain is not functioning.
I did hear that. That's the form of apology I heard the most as a barista. But it was usually because people were tired and they couldn't hear me, and they'd be like, what? What size do you want? Oh, sorry. I haven't had my coffee yet. Could I do 16 ounce? Or they'd be like grande, and then I'd be like, you mean 16 ounce? And they're like, yeah.
I would like the American size.
The American sized one. I'm sorry, we only serve in metric here. How many milliliters is that? I actually don't know offhand. 16 ounces is... $15 milliliters? I think they're pretty similar, actually, ounces and milliliters. No, that's not right. A single ounce is 30 mils, I think. So whatever that is times 16. $318 milliliters? Does that sound right? Or 418 milliliters? 480 milliliters. So half a liter, that makes sense. I also had a lady come in with her daughter. She was like, hey, can I get a vanilla latte? And I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, do you want that hot or iced? She goes, oh, can I get that ice? I go, sweet, what size do you want? She goes, what sizes do you have? And I say, we have 16 and 20 ounces. So then she proceeds to ask, which one of those is bigger?
Also needed coffee.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she meant to say whichever one of those is bigger, but it definitely came out as a question. And it broke me internally. I didn't know how to answer because I was like, I can't really begin to respond to this and not sound like an asshole. I can try, but that's just not the way I'm built. That's not the way my voice works. I don't know what it is about me. I've just got like resting bitch voice. Luckily, my manager just looked over from the machine. That's because I was ringing stuff up. She just looked over from the machine. She just goes, the 20 ounce is the biggest one we have. And I was like, man, that's the best answer you could have given. I had customers that would come in and they would order. We had a specialty drink called the Royal Moose Mocha, and I had this one lady come in, this older lady who came in with, I think, her mom and also her daughter. And so they were ordering drinks for all of them, and she asks her daughter what she wants. She's not that young. Well, okay, her daughter I think might have been 16. And so she goes, can I just get one of their blended coffee things? And so her mom orders a Royal Moose Mocha Chiller, which is what we call fraps. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And she goes, the one thing is, can we not get mocha in that? And I go, you don't want mocha in your Royal Moose Mocha Chiller? And she's like, yeah, no mocha. And I go, okay, all right, Royal Moose Mocha, no mocha, got it, no worries. So I go over there, I make it without any chocolate, because that's what mocha means. And I serve it to her. They're like, great, awesome, thanks, here you go, no tip, walk out. And she comes back 2 minutes later and she goes, excuse me, I don't think you put any chocolate in my daughter's drink. And I'm like, is this a test? So I
love that so much right now.
I was like, you're right. Ha! Because what am I gonna do? Like, I didn't, and you can't fake it. So I was like, yeah, I didn't, because you asked me not to, which is apparently not what you say to guests. She took exception to that, and she goes, no, I asked you to not put coffee in there. And I looked at her and I go, no, you asked me to not put mocha in there. And her daughter, I like heard the wheels click together in her head, and she was like, oh no. Her mom proceeded to embarrass all three of them, and I was just like, whatever. We're closing in like 10 minutes. It's no skin off my nose to just make you another drink. I've clearly already upset your mom, so I'm not expecting her to come back.
You don't want her to come back anyways.
No. What game is this? Oh, this is New World, Ezio. Thank you for asking. We're playing New World. It's a game from Amazon. It's available on Steam, and we're playing on PC. I am doing probably the most boring thing that you can do in the game, so I apologize for that. I'm just gonna drop all of my gold. I am out here just to collect gems, really, at this point. There isn't an internetism for spluttering. Y'all remember like 10-20 minutes ago when I was like, hey, I need to go skin those links to finish this quest so that I'm not encumbered anymore. Those were good times. I remember those times. Why am I so stiff? Anna and I have been like half sick for the last few days.
I'm sorry. What you guys got?
Some kind of cold. Again, it's just, we're just getting used to getting sick from Rosalie at this point.
To
be like fully blunt.
There.
Yeah, I mean, luckily Rosalie's a good sport about it. And Hannah's a good sport about it too. The problem is that I get man sick, so like any inconvenience makes me bedridden.
I mean, the man cold's a thing, no matter what the women think.
Truth. Your mining instinct kicked in. It's yeah, I mean, this is like 90% of what I've done in this game for the last 4 weeks. Or however long the game has been out. This wasn't even what I was gonna do before. I said I was gonna do one mining run because I always do at least one. And then I just defaulted to this. I think I like doing it because obviously I can do it blind at this point. And it makes it easier to keep up with like all of the chat going on. Seabug becomes the biggest baby. Aww. It was a lot cuter before we had Rosalie, because now Hannah can take care of me just fine, but like her taking care of me and Rosalie is a lot on her. I saw your Destiny gameplay at some point, and I saw a bow with an explosive tip. Do you remember what the name of it was? That is No Turning Back. It's a kinetic bow. It's the one that you get through the quest line, the story quest line for the first DLC, I think, in Destiny 2. I think I got it so long ago I don't remember, but it is called No Turning Back. There we go. Who goes there?
Rosalie.
Rosalie's bringing me shots?
Yep.
Trained her well.
Yep.
I'm kidding, I would never trust my daughter with a... Not until she's like... older. 21
At least
for legal
fun.
reasons.
At least fun.
Yeah, at least 18 for legal reasons. 21 to bring me cocktails. Cheers.
Hello.
Hi.
Ah, Chris says hi.
Hey.
Please swallow the drink first, or no choking.
I got it. I did it. I think it'll reach. Hold on. Wait, what are we doing? Stop. Give me those. You take these. Longer cable.
These are all like hot and shit.
Just for you. I'll warm them up. These ones are nice and cold. I mean, these ones are cold. Gross. It's so inconvenient for me. Me. What's your favorite? Oh, what is my personal favorite drink to make? There's more than one way to answer this question. So my favorite drink to make for guests is a signature drink of mine called the Fresco, which has vodka or gin, lime juice, Saint Germain, and yellow chartreuse. And it's cool because like when I was making it at my bar, I would use a cucumber and mint infused vodka, and I would add either cucumber juice or mint leaves to the drink to move it, to get it to sort of fit whatever flavor profile my guests wanted. It's a very versatile drink. But drinks that I like to make for myself would be Manhattan's, daiquiris, cold brew coffee, and lattes. Typically. I like making Frescos for myself too, I just don't always have all of those ingredients on hand. Hannah has a headset on now, if you want to talk to her. Also, at some point, I need to fix your push-to-talk thing.
Hannah, I love you. You're a giant butthead.
I love you.
I just thought you should know.
What'd you do to Chris?
Yeah, I know. What are you buttering me up?
Nothing. I don't have to.
He
I'm
just called you a
sarcastic
giant
enough.
butthead. That's the opposite of buttering you up.
No, it's not. Not in Chris language. I'm kidding.
For some reason, I'm sarcastic and people like it, and I'm not sure why I get away with it, but I do.
Yeah, keep at it. There's always that one person though that doesn't get the sarcasm, and you're just like,
I've only been written up once.
Me too, and it wasn't my fault.
It was a misunderstanding on my part, and it was an old lady who didn't. Yeah, it was bad.
yeah, it's just sometimes just people. Boys can get away with it one.
Yeah, it's like could you listen to the whole statement and not just the statement or part of the statement that you don't really agree with?
Yeah, exactly. Like this was a one complete sentence, not one word.
I just thought of a story where, remember when I got written up for pouring shots by the manager that was there while we were pouring shots and knew we were pouring shots and did nothing to stop us.
Yeah, and said it was fine. Didn't she say it was fine?
We got written up for 4 days later. Yeah, she said it was fine. She just didn't want to have a shot with us.
Set you guys up.
Yeah, probably.
This is bullshit.
It was like nonsense. Everyone was like, really? Like, what? You said we could have? What do you mean?
That's what the meeting was like while I was getting written up, because the owner of the bar was there and she was there, and I was just like looking back and forth between the two of them like, are we really here right now? Like, how did this happen? This was entirely preventable.
Yeah, it's like you could have just said no, we would have walked the Tiber. Literally across the street. And open till 2.
What's worse is we got written up by the assistant manager, not even the manager proper.
Lame.
What's funny, because the reason we were pouring shots, we wouldn't normally do that, but the reason we were is because there was a specific bottle that we were trying to get off of the back bar. We were trying to get rid of the bullet rye and bourbon that we had, but at that point we only had the rye left, and we only had just the bottom of the bottle. So every night, the general manager had been like asking us to pour shots for the front of house. So we were doing that. This was the first night he wasn't there and the ASM was there, or AGM, whatever you want to call her. And so we didn't think anything of it. I grabbed the bottle. She knew what was happening. We poured the shots. We went back to her before we even took the shots, and she was like, no, that's fine. I just don't want any. And then we got written up 4 days later.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was just to make an example of us, because no one at the restaurant, not no one, that's harsh. She worked hard, but like most of us just didn't respect her at all.
She worked hard at doing nothing.
Well, you can work hard and get, that sounds harsh too. I was gonna say you can work hard and get nothing done.
She
But
just
like that's
wasn't
true.
good at
You
the
can
job.
you can work very hard and you can give it 100% of your effort, and it just won't matter. You won't see any results if you're doing all the wrong stuff.
Friday's a perfect example of that.
Yeah, you can take a drill to a nail all you want. It's not going to make the nail go into the wall.
But it moves moves a lot, makes a lot of noise. Oh, fucking Friday.
God, I forgot about that
Fastest
guy.
moving person who did nothing.
I've never seen someone take so much energy to do nothing. So Hannah used to work with a.
We'll call him Tuesday.
I was gonna say we'll be generous and just say someone in recovery, and
Yeah.
I just remember the first day I saw this guy working behind the bar. He was like bouncing up from behind the bar and like dashing to the right, dashing to the left, and like squatting down and opening the fridge and like reaching in there and moving around. But like, I'm a bartender, so I know what to look for. He wasn't grabbing any bottles. He wasn't pouring anything. He wasn't shaking anything. He wasn't cleaning anything. He wasn't even, his hands were empty the entire time.
He was making a vodka tonic.
And so, Hannah finally walked over, and this guy like walked out of earshot, and I go, I've never seen someone like move so fast and get so little done. And apparently no one had noticed it until that point.
We noticed it, we just couldn't put our finger on what it was about it, other than the fact that his mouth kind of made you not look at that. He was so loud and obnoxious. You didn't even get past that.
I mean, it worked.
Nah, he got fired.
For a while.
Yeah.
He got fired. Actually, he quit / got fired because, like, I don't know, I guess he started using again or something. Because me, him, and Nanad at the front, we were in the shaft.
Their bar is shaped like a dick.
Yeah, we used to call it this. So yeah, we had all the names. Even the managers called it that on the schedule where we were positioned. But it was actually pretty funny. But so we're probably like on a 3.5 hour wait, 45 deep at the bar. Like, yeah, it's busy. And Nadad's like, hey, can you get them? Hey, I need you to get them. Meet Hitter up here. I need you to get the side. So he's like, don't fucking tell me what to do. You're not my boss. You can't do this. And I just looked at him. I was like, we need you to get those ladies because we can't go over there. He was like, well, you better tell Danad that blah, 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 that I'm gonna kick his ass and blah, blah, blah. And my bar manager just happened to be earshot from it. And then literally she pulls me in the office. I was like, oh God, let's just make this so obvious and pull me off at the worst time possible. She's like, what's going on? So I told her what was going on. And she's like, Nanad had nothing to do with it because he's already complained about Nanad twice tonight. I was like, no, we're literally just asking him to do his job. I was like, Nanad just literally said, like, I need you to get them. Me and Hannah are up here, I need you to get this side. And then Friday, like, threatened to, like, come back in and all, I don't know. And he was just yelling and screaming, and they let him go in the middle of the shift. That's the first person I ever saw them not make work the whole entire shift and then fire him the next time.
Moral of the story: don't be a dick
Yeah.
while working on the dick.
Also, don't try to like.
Don't be a dick in the dick.
Dude,
Unless you're into that.
Nanad would have.
It's 2021.
Like, he does not want to fight Nanad. Like, that would have been stupid. Friday was smaller than me.
I mean, you gotta watch out for the loud ones.
Yeah, no, he's crazy.
Crackhead speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, his crazy definitely out crazied everyone's crazy.
Yeah.
But still, like,
As blunt as that sounds, that's as accurate as you could have phrased that.
yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with his vibrations, or he would always talk about his vibration. My vibrations are just off.
Those aren't your vibrations, my guy. You got the shakes.
He would always say, he would say he was clean. Like, I remember, when we were at, Josh's going away party, my GM, we were at Hawkers.
I wasn't there with you guys for that.
Did you meet me after?
I met you all at the... I always want to call it the Carolina Beer Temple, but that's not what it is.
Yeah.
But it's behind Hawkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were there like 10 minutes later. Because I walked into Hawkers and they were all leaving. So I took a shot with them and then we left. But Friday, like, walks in. And everyone at the bar knows him. They're like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And then he turns around and walks right back out. Ignores everyone, pretends like he didn't, like...
Was that after you got fired?
No, it was before he got fired. And said he wasn't drinking. And the bartender was like, I'm surprised he didn't come in and get his normal. And of course Josh was like, what's he normally get? She's like, a shot and a beer and then another shot before he goes. She's like, yeah, he does it like every shift. We're like, oh. You lying motherfucker.
I mean,
It's still not as bad as Crazy Kate. This girl freaking was pathological liar. Is not a strong enough word. This girl literally, one of her last excuses, sent in a picture of, she said her sister's daughter broke her arm and that she couldn't come in. And this is like the 450th excuse she's given to get out of work in like 3 months. And for some reason, our other bartender, nobody trusted her, but I wouldn't have gone this far. And she even like sent in an image. Well, one of our other bartenders looked it up on Google, and it was literally the first thing that comes up when you look up kid broken arm.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
wow.
And
Okay then.
she still didn't get fired because she said that her sister sent it to her and blah 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 blah.
Sure, let's go with that.
Your sister sent you that and you decided, you know what, that's good enough. I'm not going to go into work today.
Well, she said she had to babysit the other kid while they took her to the hospital. Like, it was a legitimate excuse, but after all the excuses she's given, I literally saw this girl pretend, like, I remember she was working service well, and I was opening, and she was supposed to close, and she wanted to get out of it, and I ended up having to fucking open. And, she pretended to be, like, weary and, like, passing out, and then I snuck outside to, like, smoke. And I see her getting into an Uber, walking just fine. And they let her go home, and
Yeah, no.
oh yeah, that's just two of many, many, many examples. Cause she used to clock out. She used to come in early, clock in, and then go home and never clock out. She built that clock, so like she was
Definitely have
getting
people like that.
hundreds and hundreds of extra dollars a week by how she was stealing time on the clock.
Ezio says you're turning 30 in 2 weeks. So, if so, happy birthday. Yeah, a little bit less than 2 weeks. I turned 30 on the 23rd. So, thank you. No, I appreciate it. I also asked, have you ever come across any Karens? Yeah, a lot. Like, more than one and every single day. I'm not even in the service industry anymore. I still come across Karens. I don't go in public and I still come across Karens.
Yeah, at least once a day. Sometimes you work with them.
Sometimes you're related to them, and sometimes you're the Karen.
Yeah.
Wish I could do it really fun on Zoom there, but I can't.
If you don't know any Karens, you're probably
That's also a true thing. There's at least one in every friend group.
oh,
And then you find the Mega Karen, which is kind of like, if you know how a Rat King happens, it's like that, where all of the haircuts get intertwined together and then they can't get away from each other, so they have to move as a group. You can call them a Mega Karen, you can also call them the Red Hat Society. And so they'll come in as a group
grandma's at the red.
and they feed off of your misery.
Oh yeah, they're horrible people. Better have change that day, like literal change. Grandma's a
And the
pink
will to
cat.
live.
Grandma's a pink cat. She's not a red
what?
hat yet. 'Cause she's not old.
That's a thing.
Yep. Oh yeah. But I mean, it's really cool for her because they take like trips as ladies and do things. It's just like, who wants to wait on 100 people that are 70 plus? Nobody.
They also give you the hardest time, and then they don't tip one of them.
No, you gotta.
They hang
you have
out.
to grab them. Oh, and they bring in Splenda, or not Splenda. Like flavorings for their water and their tea. They bring in their own tea bags and just ask for hot water.
I had people who do that at the coffee shop, people who worked in the mall. Didn't really bug me because, like, I work in the mall, we work together. It would be as if my coworker came back behind the bar with me and took some hot water, which is effectively free. Like, we need hot water to make coffee, so. But it bothered the owners, so they were like, nope, we can't do that anymore. We're losing money. And I'm like, are we really though?
I'm pretty sure that thing just spits out hot water. That's like one of the training things. Like, empty the hot water.
The compromise we made was that we would allow it if they brought their own cup. So we stopped, because another thing that was happening was that people wouldn't just come in for hot water. They would ask us to serve them hot water, and then they would just go off and they would use all of our sugars and creamer and stuff, and they would just go off and make their own thing.
That's
Yeah, no.
yeah, that's cheap. But yes. Hey, honey, you stole it.
Didn't steal it.
Oh.
That's my ration. Because we own Windsward now. Our faction is it's always been the most populated faction on the server, but we finally started, like, taking over the map again.
Yeah.
We've got all but maybe one of the most valuable places that you can have here. It's nice. It makes travel, it makes everything so much easier when your faction owns the area. Like, because you have to pay taxes on crafting, owning property, you have to, what's the other stuff that it affects? Oh, trading at the trading post, there's taxes on that.
Like a 12-year-old.
It's just super convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this? What, when you are hit while below 50%, gain 10% fortify for 5 seconds. Does not trigger off persistent damage. I could sell this one actually. Hey Chris, what level are you?
54.
What's
Oh
the
word, hold
jewelry?
on.
What's up with what now?
I
Nico made a necklace for me.
have made you jewelry, but you can't tell your sister. She'll never understand. There we go.
Okay.
Did that go through? What the hell? Yeah, it looks like it went through.
No, oh, okay. Hold on one sec.
Yeah, I DM'd you a necklace that I just made if you want it.
I can't click on it to view.
Really? Normally you just have to hover over it. Hold on. Let me put it in company chat. Maybe that'll fix it. Jesus Christ. All right. Link in chat. Maybe now? Yeah, I think that'll work.
Yeah, I can look at it now.
Okay.
Give me one sec to.
I actually didn't look at all the stats on it, but it looks like it's a tanky thing.
Is that an earring or what is that?
It's a necklace. But I can make the same quality earring and ring as well. I just need to have a pristine gem that I can cut. The easiest ones for me are diamonds, onyx, and emeralds. I think there may be one other one. I just don't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's a little bit less than Constitution, but the effects are significantly better than what I got.
Where are you?
I am in, wait, Everfall.
Give me 1 second. See if I can do something with these, maybe. No, okay. I was being hopeful.
And I have some gems for you when you get here.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Let me put a few more things away. Yeah. Oh, okay. Nope. Hey, there we go. Alright, that's as much as I can put away. Luckily, we own both of these, so fast travel is only going to cost about 10% of my ass off, which is nice. This game feels like Sea of Thieves, but with extra steps. Sea of Thieves and maybe Destiny.
Such a fun game.
Sea of Thieves?
Oh yeah, I just get super sick whenever I'm doing it. The like graphics on it are so like good, and I start watching the ocean getting seasick. It's super fun, and then I'm like, blah, blah, blah.
I think it's fun, but not because like the game is necessarily mechanically fun, but it's one of those things where it's like it's exponentially more fun to just have your friends online. Great.
Oh, agreed.
Oh wait, since you're making like armor and weapons and stuff, I don't have a use for my star metal, and it's gonna take up too much of my flux to try and make it, so you can have that.
Alrighty then. Trade me again.
There we go.
Mainly because I don't know where you are and I've got more gems to give you.
I'm right behind you.
Ooh.
Oh, you mean in game?
Yeah, you
Oh,
were
okay.
lost in the crowd for a second. I actually did find you, but I was just like, I don't know where you are.
I've been here the whole time.
I got one more trade after that with 4 more jewels.
That's actually 8 jewels.
I mean, whatever. You got more. Mer.
Yay!
Thank you for
Yay,
this item. It's
jewelry.
awesome.
Piece of shit.
You're welcome. I like making cool shit for my friends.
I enjoy receiving cool shit and giving you some shit to help you make more cool shit.
I'd make stuff for the whole company, but like I'm just like not online when like Cookham and Connor there are 2 other ones that are always online. I forget their names, but I'm just not online when they're doing stuff.
Yeah. I see Cookham and he's on for a little bit, then he leaves. I'm just like, oh, bye, buddy. So eventually when I can get back to it, in, is it Brightwood? Yeah, in Brightwood, I have 502 life quintessence to give you.
Wow. That'll get me back up. I would love to have them because I've definitely already used at least 500 of the ones that you already gave me.
Nice. I'm just really down on Azoth.
Oh, that's fine. Is there a way to? I should know this already,
Actually,
but is
that's
there a
only
way to
40,
trade
so that's
Azoth?
not bad. No, there's not.
Lame. Well, that one I can do. That's a pretty safe gem fusion to do. All right, brilliant gems it is. Unless how many? I've got 1 brilliant onyx. I've got 1 brilliant diamond. Okay, I'm gonna make the sapphire then. Your other jewelry is item level. Hold on. What gear score is the rest of your jewelry? Because I might be able to give you stuff that doesn't have to be tier 5.
Gear score on ring is 420. Gear score on earring is 415. Constitution on both of them is plus 16.
I can try and beat that. Okay. Doop doop boop boop doop. Earring and ring. Okay. Gonna be a little bit more deliberate in the way that I make these ones specifically.
I appreciate and thank you for all of the anything that I get.
You're stacking purely Constitution, correct?
Trying to, yes.
Okay. All right, let's roll these dice. Oh, that's cool. What gear score did you say your earring was again?
415.
And how much constitution does it give you?
16.
You know what? I made one that has 18 constitution, but I'm gonna keep this one because the modifiers on this, it has one that reduces your threat, which is the opposite of what you want, and then it has one that increases the quality of your jewel crafting items, which is something I need.
That would be better for you, yes. 3000% agree.
Well, that's cool. It is gear score 455. I would have loved to give it to you, but it.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, well, how much strength do I have now then? I don't want to have less than 300 strength at all times. Alright, round 2. That was an earring. Let's try and make another one then, one that you can use. And now, my jewel crafting should hopefully be better, I guess. Yeah, we'll do Constitution on this one again. Pump this thing full of Azoth. And then I could... If I had better metals, I could push the quality of this. Yeah, you know, whatever. There's a decent chance that I can get it higher than 415, so... Let's do it. Yeah, there we go. Plus 17 Constitution, gear score 424.
Oh, hell yeah.
3% arcane damage absorption, and then there's duplicating toast. You have an 11% chance to not consume a potion when you drink it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Do I... So now I need to focus on making rings. I don't think I have a... No, I don't have a brilliant gem to make a ring with. Not yet, anyway.
Are you still in, Everfall?
No, I'm in Windsward. I moved because our stone cutting and I always want to say tailoring, but that's not the right word. The outfitting station are tier 5.
Ah, gotcha.
I think you're probably going to do better with a diamond than an onyx. There we go. One brilliant cut diamond. And then you said your ring is what item level? Did you say 440?
420 with plus 16 constitution.
Okay. It's really only about like a 50% chance. My thing will probably have higher con than that, but there's only a 50% chance that it'll be higher than that gear score. All right, let's see what we get. 421 plus 16 con, which is the same. And then you have 8% more maximum stamina. Does that sound useful?
What was it again?
It is 16 con, which I think is the same as the one you already have. And then an additional like 7.9% stamina. And then 1.5% physical damage absorption and 0.5% elemental damage absorption. Gear score 421.
Yeah, it's similar to the one I have. My physical award is just 2% on physical with no elemental and 7.9% max stamina. So it's literally
It's the same thing.
It's a slight step up.
By like 1 gear score.
Yeah,
If you want it, the only other thing I'm going to do is dismantle it. And I'm coming over to you anyway to give you this earring, so.
I'll take it. I mean, it's. I'll give you the other. No, it's bind up pickup. Fuck.
Aha!
I'd say I'll just give you the other one, but I can't. So shit.
harvesting, so you're not gonna need that. Oh. Okay, that's cool. I'll give you that in case you want to keep it and just hold on to it. And then that's bind on pickup. Bind on pickup. Okay. All right. Fast travel, ho! This game looks better than Elder Scrolls Online. I would agree with you, but also just Elder Scrolls is not designed for me. Whenever I hear Constitution, I immediately think about Monster Hunter. My brother, God bless him, he tried to get me into Monster Hunter like a while back, and I didn't really handle it well. I couldn't understand the game. I was like, why is it so needlessly challenging? Like, it's a grind, but the grind is also difficult. It's also why I don't like games like the Souls games. I'm behind you.
Oh. I have a tower shield protecting me.
Wait. There we go. There's another earring in here that increases the quality of your armoring, which basically, if you're making bags, that means it'll increase the encumbrance on the bags.
Oh, hell yeah, thank you.
Your one-stop shop, same room delivery, Nico Prime. And still recall to house, thankfully. I think I'm one or two bars from 53. How long do you stream? Wow, I didn't realize I was live for this long. Normally I stream for 2 hours, which means this is probably going to be the tail end, because Hannah is most certainly waiting for me before she eats, even though I tell her to not do that. I know she is.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going to bed here shortly as well.
That's one thing I wish they would change about the way that you cut and fuse gems. I wish they would let you choose different kinds of not different kinds, but different tiers of Arcana. Because if I could use my life quintessence to cut like lower quality gems instead of only being able to use it to cut pristine gems, like I'd be so much further along than I am already.
Do you need moats or what do you need?
And pretty much everything. I don't need. Well, I'm using all of my quintessence right now to make Arcana, to level up my Arcana so that I can make more quintessence. So I actually need like everything else, pretty much.
Okay. I've got a good deal of moats in one of the other cities that I could give you from gathering a whole bunch.
Yeah, we could do that whenever though. I feel like
Yeah,
we've
just
both
let you
already
know.
used up a lot of Azoth. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I definitely need to re-up Azoth. I'm real low.
Did I use up my... I have 326 iron, 102 rawhide. I have all of the... Why can't I make any life staffs? Oh, because I'm an idiot, that's why. I have rawhide, but I need to turn it into leather. Is crafting difficult in this game? Yeah, kind of, like, to an extent. It's not, that's the third named item that I've crafted, and it's an Arcana. Maybe they just don't, like, named jewelry doesn't exist. This is a glowing life staff. I've already made one of these. I don't need that. Goodbye. Crafting, like, mechanically isn't difficult. It just takes so much time and it takes patience, and there is no way to guarantee that you will get exactly what you want out of the items that you're trying to create. It's some part of it is always left up to chance. Lilith, thank you for tuning in, sticking around, showing up. Thank you for playing, even if you weren't playing with me, I guess. I appreciate it. Next live stream will be hopefully tomorrow, and hopefully we see you there. Until then, good night. Not logging out quite yet, but soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna log out. I am tired and need to get up tomorrow at 5 a.m. so that Anna does not get peeved at me for not going to work out again. Not that she would, but I still need to go work out.
There, I would just feel guilty about it, but that's me.
Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, especially with the cold right now too. I get so just drag ass tired in the morning.
Oh, there we go. 14, 4, 6, 8. Okay. All right. Well then, I am also gonna hop out of the Discord call, and I'm gonna go ahead and just end the live stream here.
Word, brother. I will catch you a different time.
Cool. I will talk
Give
to you later.
Rosalie a kiss for me.
I will tomorrow. I don't want to wake her up.
Yeah, I hear you. Love you guys. Nighto.
All right, take care. I'm leaning forward like I'm about to get out of my chair. You like that? Ooh, misdirect. By the way, the only Elder Scrolls game that I love and appreciate is Skyrim. I'm in the same boat. I played a little bit of Morrowind and a scant amount of Oblivion, and some ESO. But Skyrim, I feel like, is the pinnacle. It is the thing that you try to recreate whenever you make any sort of open world RPG, I think. Like I mentioned before, the best thing about Fallout 4 is that it feels like playing a reskinned version of Skyrim. It feels like all the mechanics that you love about Skyrim in a different setting. Anyway, guys, this is going to be it for this live stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in, sticking around, showing up. Thanks for all of your help and support. Hopefully we have been helpful and supportive for you all as well, since that's why we do everything here. The next live stream may be tomorrow. I don't typically go live Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and I may have plans this weekend. So the next planned live stream won't be until Sunday. But the good news is that hopefully, God willing, it's going to be a D&D live stream, and it's going to be the first session back in 2 months, I think, because I think we had to cancel. We only play every other week, and I think we've had to cancel 3 sessions in a row. So I think it's been 2 months since the last session that we ran, and we did kind of leave it in a weird spot. We're picking up from a long rest, but we are building up to 3 large events. We sort of have to pick which road we're going to walk down. I don't want to spoil too much of it for you guys. If you want to ask questions, you can hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, Discord. Discord's going to be the easiest, fastest place to reach me because I check that throughout the day. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Hopefully I see you all in the next live stream. Until then, take care of yourselves. Night, everybody.